Hello, greetings. How are you all? Welcome back. Painting 2 students, I am delighted to see you again. And if you're new, welcome. In Painting 2, basically it's a follow-on from my Painting 1 class. And at the beginning of it, we're going to do some basic anatomy studies, nothing too complicated. You will have received in the post by now a brown envelope which contains several photographs, about 3 sheets of good quality artist's paper, and at least 1 good drawing pencil. With these, we are going to start the first studies in our class. These will be very kind of simple look at the skeleton. Now I have an assistant, this little guy, Fritz. There he is. This is little Fritz. There's a big Fritz in the college, but this is his mini-me. This is little Fritz. Hello, little Fritz. Hello! So little Fritz is pretty good. He's got a moving jaw somewhere, and the skull and everything like that. So unlike biology class and all that other scientific stuff, we don't need to remember all the names of the bones. Femurs and rib cages and skulls are all we need to know. It's a basic understanding of the anatomy beneath the skin. So here he is. And you've got the head there. Now, a lot of measurements with the skeleton are done in heads. For instance, if I take this head off, I don't know if this head, I've never checked the skeleton, I just bought it from Amazon. It does unscrew. Tricky though, he's got a little butterfly screw inside. Let me see. If it comes. Yes. There he is. Okay, little Fritz. So you can see there that the skull stretches right to the shoulder and right to the other shoulder. So the whole width of the top of the head usually is about 3 heads. 1, 2, 3. And I'm not going to go over the whole thing just now. I'm going to do it bit by bit as the weeks go by. But that's the first thing. Now, and those of you who did my first classes will remember the proportions of the skull. 1/3 from the top of the head to the top of the brow. 1/3 from the top of the brow to the bottom of the nose, and 1/3 from the bottom of the nose to the bottom of the chin. So the head can be divided up into thirds. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So there you have your basic proportions. And I'm not going to go into too much today because it's just introduction. You've got the materials. The first thing we're just going to draw is the skull. And I think I sent you photographs of the front of the skull and also the profile of the skull. So take your time, create 2 studies. You can use, if you have your own paper, you don't want to use that good paper I sent you, you can just use normal everyday photographic printing paper. Also later, if you want to get the art box from Blick Art Supplies, you're welcome. They're going to be the same as last time. $42 I think is the total cost, down from $120, and it contains a ton of materials that you can use during the semester and in the future. Acrylic paint, palettes, brushes, etc. However, let me tell you this, you're welcome as advanced students to use whatever materials you want this semester. If you want to do the whole thing in watercolour, fine. If you want to do the whole thing in pastels, fine. If you want to do the whole thing in oil paint, fine. Whatever, if you want to do the whole thing in coloured pencils, fine. Whatever you choose to use this semester, you're much freer than before. As long as you follow the same system as last time, please text or email me photographs of what you're doing as you're doing it. Attendance will be you sending me your name and the date. So if it's this week, say the 26th of August 2020, Ian Scott, that's all I need. Emailed or texted to me every week, and I know I'll write you down as present, so it's nice and easy. And send me images as you produce them, anytime, 24/7. It's asynchronous, which means that I'm not going to be holding a whole group of people all sitting around together looking at me getting confused. We do it individually. Each person will show me what they have created and I will teach them. So it's nice and easy and it works. So it's no hassle. You should have the paperwork from the course. I'm not going to go over that. You know, it's the usual stuff that the syllabus and the schedule. You know, we might stick exactly to the schedule. We might deviate a bit from it. Depends how we're going along. But, you know, it's more or less what's going to be done during the semester. So that's it for the beginning. I'm not going to go on much longer. You can start with your art pack that I sent you, and slowly, once you get some anatomy studies done, I'll critique you as each one is sent to me. But it's a basic study, and you can look at the internet if you want to find other images of the human skeleton. But I'll go into Fritz's proportions over the following weeks. I'm not going to load you in the first week. Just to say welcome, great to have you in the Hostos Painting 2 VPA 121 class, 122, sorry, okay, mixed up. I never remember the numbers, I've got to say that. There are teachers who only remember the numbers of all their classes. I must admit, I just call it painting. So anyway, enough. Great to have you here, and let's get working as the semester progresses and see what great pieces. We had some marvellous stuff last year. Let's see what comes out this time. Over and out for now. Bye bye.